We have to change our instinct from automatically finding the fault in us, but to be instinctive to automatically find our good. That's our vibe, sis. That's the level that we need to be on. Hey boo, welcome back to the Slay Girl Slay YouTube channel. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Ashley and I am the founder of Slay Girl Slay and host of the Slay Girl Slay podcast. If you have not listened to this week's podcast episode, I highly recommend you click the link in the description of this video, or you can just type in Slay Girl Slay on your favorite podcast app and tune in. I was sitting down and having a little kiki with my mom because y'all know the tea hits different when you get it from your mom or your aunties or your grandmas. But anyway, kikiing with my mom, and we're talking about working out and going to the gym. And she's telling me how when she was in the gym recently, how she just felt like everybody started staring at her when she walked in. So I said, what were you doing? And why would people be staring at you randomly? Like, that doesn't make sense. And she says, girl, I don't know. I think it's because I'm so beautiful. So I'm staring at her like, okay. And y'all, she was not playing one bit. I said, what? She said, yeah, I really think they were staring at me because I'm so beautiful. I'm a knockout. That's why they were staring. She's like, my hair was braided to the back. My skin was glowing and glistening. And I was just probably beautiful to them. And of course, naturally, I started cracking up, right? Like, okay, yes, mom, you are stunning. Like, let's start there. But is that really why they were staring at you? And she paused and looked at me like I was crazy. And she was like, why else would they be staring at me? Like, dead for real, bewildered at any other reason why people would be staring at her. And y'all, in that moment, I realized that my level of confidence and my level of love of self was not nearly as close to the level of my mom's, but definitely a level I think all of us should aspire to be on. Not that my mom is cocky, because if you've ever met my mom, she is the sweetest soul, but she's so self-aware and so assured, but without a doubt, knows that she's beautiful and can call out her beautiful qualities and features the second you ask her. So then she asked me, well, don't you think you're beautiful? Don't you love yourself? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. You know, I'm smart. I'm kind of funny. At least I like to think I'm funny. I'm brave. She's like, no. What do you love about yourself? And it took me a couple of minutes to really think and call forth what I actually truly loved about myself. Full transparency, it took me a minute because I'm so used to sounding off the things that sound good as opposed to really calling out what I love about myself. And I think you guys can agree that we as women and men can name the things we don't love about ourselves way quicker than we can name the things that we do love about ourselves. We start naming them in our heads as soon as we open our eyes in the morning and put our feet on the ground. When we go to the bathroom and we're looking in the mirror in the morning, when we take a shower, when we get dressed, when we have conversations with other people. There are so many moments throughout the day that we call attention to the bad parts about ourselves. Oh, I shouldn't have worn this today. My stomach looks super huge. Ugh, my hair looks a mess. Ugh, I'm all over the place. I never look put together like everybody else. Man, I wish I didn't sound dumb in that conversation. I wish I was fearless to go after my dreams like that person, right? But can you ask yourself, what do you love about yourself? And don't name off the politically correct things, right? Like I did, like, oh, I'm smart and I'm funny, or I went to school and got my degree. No, I'm talking about when you wake up in the morning and look at yourself. And as you have these internal conversations with yourself, your thoughts that float through your mind while you're at work, while you're with other people, maybe when you're by yourself. What is it do you love about yourself? What do you like about you? About your looks? Do you love your hair? Do you love your smile? Do you love your butt and how big it is or how small it is? Do you love your boobs? Do you love your tummy no matter how round or flat it is? Your girl has been sporting a 6-month Chipotle baby for years, and you know what? Sis ain't going nowhere. And I love her, and I'm okay with that. So after having this conversation with my mom, I'm laying in bed and I'm in the notes section on my phone. And how many of us have 100,000 notes in our phone? But I start typing out what I love about myself and the things that I think make me beautiful. And if I could be honest with you, it was a little hard. I started to second guess myself when I did write down something that I loved about myself. And there were moments where I felt like I was doing a little too much instead of just listing what I liked about me. And I wonder how many of you are in the same boat as me and can't readily name off what you love about yourself. And not just internally, but externally. We do this Instagram post on the Slay Girl Slay Instagram, and it always has hundreds of comments under it when we post. And it says, compliment the person that comments above you. The comments are always full of, girl, I love your hair, your smile is so beautiful, I love your feed, yes, you better slay, you're so creative. And it's such a good moment to have while browsing these apps, right? But then I had a thought. What if we woke up in the morning and told ourselves the very same things we tell everybody else when we see something that we like, when we see someone we look up to, people that we don't even know? I love going through mega influencers' comments, and when they post a picture, how everyone goes wild in the comments with the, yes, come through sis, you are so gorgeous, lit, all the fire emojis, heart emojis, drooling emojis, all these comments to these people that we don't even know. And I do the same thing, right? If I see a fellow queen slaying the game out there, you better believe I'm telling her in the comments. But where we fall short is giving ourselves that same energy, sis. Keeping that same energy when it comes to showing up for ourselves and believing in ourselves. And when we put out something into the world and being a stand for our own selves in the process. Everything in life is an exchange, right? Everything. And you can't be out here gassing everybody else and then not willing to take some gas for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, boo, it's about you and what you've got going on and how you're gonna walk within your purpose so that you can inspire someone else to do the same. But you can't do that if you're waking up in the morning and you can't name 5 things off the top of your head that you love about yourself. We have to learn how to call it out and bring attention to the things we love about ourselves and remind ourselves daily of that love. Now, if it was me at the gym, I probably would have reacted in a completely different way. Especially if I had noticed people were staring at me weird. I would have automatically thought something was wrong with me. I probably would have looked at somebody else and said, what you looking at? And stare at them funny back, right? But then I would have been self-conscious about my entire workout, thinking there was something wrong with me. Maybe there was something wrong with the way that I was working out. Maybe I looked funny. Maybe my underwear was showing. I don't know. But my whole head would have been messed up the entire time. My first instinct would be to find the fault in me. And how many of us can relate? We talk to a really cute guy and the whole time we're wondering if we look crazy or not. I know it's been me. Or when he walks away, we're analyzing what we said and how we should have said this or should have said that. But honestly, and this was such a teaching moment for me too, we have to change our instinct from automatically finding the fault in us, but to be instinctive to automatically find our good. That's our vibe, sis. That's the level that we need to be on. Our vibe is walking into a room, no matter what the room looks like, and bringing those qualities we love about ourselves with us into that room. Having a conversation with someone and having those things we love about ourselves front of mind, because that's what makes us feel good. That's what makes us confident. That's the vibe that we work from. Your vibe should not be caring what other people think about you to the point where you start wondering if something is wrong with you, or to the point where you start to feel self-conscious. And I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but the opinions of other people do not matter unless they're signing off on your check every pay period or paying half on the rent and utilities. Otherwise, they're gonna get this magic that we're sharing with them and be happy with just that. And if not, truly, they can keep it pushing. I want all of us to be able to walk into a room and command that room and not shrink when we enter, but walk in tall with our shoulders back, not focused on where we think we lack, but focus on what we love about ourselves and shift the energy in that room because of it. You are poppin', sis. Act like it. And regardless of what you may think you lack, whether that be in looks or confidence or skills, you are all that and then some, okay? Tell me what you love about yourself in the comments below. And if you can't hit me with a whole list, say 3 nice things that you like about yourself in the comments. I wanna hear from you because we are no longer walking into rooms and into meetings and having conversations second guessing who we are and instinctively thinking something is wrong with us. We are walking with confidence, we are walking in authority, and we have the power to shift the energy in any room, in any meeting, and any conversation we have just by tapping into what we love about ourselves and choosing to let that love show up in the room. People may look at you, people may stare, people may think whatever it is that they think. But regardless of what someone else is thinking, saying, or doing, always remember, you got the juice too. You are the juice and the squeeze. Act like it. Okay, if no one told you this today, I am proud of you, I believe in you, and there is truly nothing you can't do if you don't put your mind to it. Wherever you are in the world, have a beautiful rest of your day, boo. Always remember, it costs nothing to be kind. Show up and show out today and be the best you that only you can be. Until our next video, we'll chat soon, boo.